Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a you versus them love reading for Virgo. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the dynamic between you. Not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Virgos, please. All right, Virgo, your person's energy, the Three of Cups in reverse. Your energy, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay. And the connection, we see the Lovers, Gemini energy. All right, so we have all of the cards coming out in reverse. So Virgo, when that happens on this channel, we put them upright. I still feel, though, that there could be some sort of third-party interference here. Now, that could be gossip, it could be romantic rivals, it could be work, it can be distance. But I do feel like, Virgo, this is somebody who's around you, somebody who's always really happy to see you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like they're sensing that there really could be potential. The Eight of Pentacles tells me you might see this person at work, at school, at the gym, somewhere you like to go back to. Like I said, this Three of Cups tells me their face always lights up when they see you. They're always happy to see you. All right. And we see the Temperance energy, Sagittarius, so they could be a Sag. This person could be an Earth Angel, a healer, somebody who's really balanced. Somebody who's been holding back, looking at the big picture. You know, they're not someone who's going to rush into anything here. And Virgo, they're viewing you as the Seven of Pentacles, patient, strategic. Just one moment. Sorry about that, Virgo. I thought I had to sneeze. The Seven of Pentacles tells me they see you as patient, they see you as strategic. They're also looking at the time and effort that you've put into this connection, and they know that you're doing the same. With the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, you're putting one foot in front of the other. You're working hard. You most likely see this person somewhere you go back to. All right. Your Four of Wands. Yeah, you're working hard on your stability. Some of you, you're really working hard on manifesting a relationship. You want something solid, stable, and secure. But I also think you're sensing there's a real soulmate connection between the two of you. And you're viewing this person as the Nine of Swords, so you may feel like this person is like nervous or anxious. You could be losing sleep over this person, or you might feel like your person is kind of going through something here, although their healing is what I'm getting, and I also feel like you make them very happy, like you're the light in their life. Now with the Lovers card, Gemini energy, I actually feel like some of you, there could be third-party energy. There could be people always around you that make it hard for you two to connect or to, you know, have more intimate conversations. It could be that there's an ex or romantic rivals. Like, it really could be anything. But to be honest, I'm reading this Lovers card, Gemini energy, as this being a really strong soulmate, maybe even twin flame connection, but a really strong connection between the two of you. They're viewing the relationship as the Ace of Pentacles. They see potential here for something solid, stable, and secure. You're viewing the relationship as the Ace of Wands in reverse. Interesting. So Virgo, maybe some of you, I mean, I do think that there's passion and attraction here, but maybe you're worried about rejection or you're not sure about timing. Page of Swords. You may have heard gossip about this person that's making you kind of pull back a little bit, or you might be worried about gossip. For example, if you work together, you know, you could be really holding back, you know, because you don't want to SHIT where you eat. But the Page of Swords in reverse tells me that you might not be fully seeing clearly yet, and it most likely has to do with this Nine of Swords. You might feel like they're not healed. You might feel like the timing is off, but they're seeing it very differently. I mean, I think you both feel this strong connection, but you want stability and security, and you might be still trying to suss that out if this person can give that to you, or, you know, add to your, you know, peace and your stability or not. All right, so we see journey. This person, they want this journey to come to an end. And I feel like that's all paths lead to Virgo, right? They want to be with you. They don't want to be on their own, but they don't want to just be with you so that they're not alone. They want to be with you, Virgo. That's what I'm getting. And we see the World card. Yep, they're ready for a new beginning. Even if you two are very different, even if you two are worlds apart, they're ending something here, Virgo. Like, I feel like you might not be sure if whatever this is, they're ending. I don't know if it's a healing process or it's another relationship or the single life. But with the World card, it's like they're ready for this new beginning. And we see attachment. Yep, look at that. Some of my Virgos, you might be worried about third party or bad habits or something like that, or this person's healing, but I'm seeing them actually being really ready. And we get the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, so a very strong spiritual connection. All right, connected to source energy. Your person, I do feel, is where you want them to be or where you need them to be. I do apologize about background noise. They are doing construction down below. So I apologize. You're probably hearing that saw in the background. All right, clear messages, advice, and guidance. All right, need rescuing. You are waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. So I kind of feel like your person is done waiting. That's what I was getting with the Journey card in reverse. They're done waiting. Okay, I think because they found you, Virgo, or you're in their life, and not committed, always chasing or being chased. You must be willing to commit to one person. So again, maybe this person has been in a real non-committal energy, but Virgo, that is all changing with you with these Ace of Pentacles. Sometimes the Ace of Pentacles is a ring, is like a marriage proposal, depending on how much, history you have with this person. For others of you, though, they're just seeing this as like you're the first person that has made them think about something solid, stable, and secure. This person, they may get too serious too soon, so get to know each other before committing fully. They might move a little bit quicker than you, Virgo. Okay, this might be someone here who falls in love, fairly quickly or easily. And maybe you heard that about them. Maybe you've sussed that out. So that could be something that's holding you back here. All right, let's see what else we need to know. I wasn't happy the way things were going. So this person, if they're making a choice between you and someone else, for example, they're going to let you know they weren't happy there. For others of you, being single, if they were a self-proclaimed bachelor or bachelorette, being single is no longer satisfying for them. And I feel like that's just because of you, Virgo, though. You've shown them something about partnership or about how they just want to wake up next to you, how they want this like loving relationship. And I don't want to chase anymore, but this person is a little bit, they don't want to be chasing all the time. But I do think they're going to have to not chase you, but they're going to have to step up here. And I think they are. I think they will. We'll see what their very next actions are towards you. But first, let's see if there's anything hidden. Clashing personalities. So you two may be very different from one another. Okay. And we see deepening connection. Or maybe they thought in the beginning, Virgo, that you two wouldn't quite get along. But you have this deepening connection. Yes, I absolutely feel that. I feel it. I see it. I sense it in this reading, Virgo. All right. What are their very next actions towards my Virgos, please? The Lovers in reverse. Now this, for me, is about making a decision. All right. And we see the Devil card, stressing, obsessing, that they're going to miss this opportunity with you. So I feel like your person is probably going back and forth about making a decision here, about telling you how they feel. They're stressed, they're obsessed, but they're worried they're going to miss an opportunity. So they're kind of hemming and hawing. They're kind of going back and forth, but they are going to put themselves on your path. You're going to notice this person being very happy to see you. The Four of Cups in reverse is them making themselves emotionally available to you, or making, an emotional offer to you, Virgo. So, but they are going to hem and haw about it, right? They are going to kind of go back and forth in their head and stress and obsess about, the right timing. But they definitely don't want to miss an opportunity with you. So your advice here, Virgo, is return to your body. Grounding will restore clarity, so stay grounded, Virgos. And let go gently. Detachment doesn't require bitterness. So, I don't know if that's you letting go of this person. It doesn't really feel that way to me. But again, only my Virgos are going to know if this is something you want to pursue, or is it someone that you want to let go of. Only you'll know. Let me know in the description box down below, my lovely Virgos. Take care.